Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we'll be talking on second data structure on this channel, that is a stack. So what is stack? Stack is a linear data structure where insertion of an element and removal of an element happens at the same end, and which is represented at the top of the stack. So let's take an array as an example to contrast between array and stack. So this is an array. So while pushing into an array, you can push, if you are inserting 4, you can push 4 it here, you can push 4 it here, making it the first element. You can push 4 in between, so you can do it anywhere. But in stack, let's take an example of a stack. So if you have already inserted 0, 1 and 2 and 3, you can only insert at the top of the stack, which comes after 4. And if you want to remove an element, it has to be from the top of the stack, which means that if you want to remove 1, you have to remove 4, 3, 2, and only you can remove 1. You cannot remove 1 directly. In stack you can do that. In array you can do that. In a stack you cannot do that. Just the real life example can be the stack of books. The books on your table. If you have like a stack of books, to remove the last book, you have to remove first book, second book, and third book. Then only you can go on the last book. So this is a real life example of a stack. So after this, let's talk operations on the stack. What are the operations? So push, you can push into a stack. Push means inserting. So this is pushing, inserting into an array. You can pop into an array, pop from a stack. Popping means removing an element, and remember it only happens from the top of the stack. So removing 2 from the stack is called popping. Top, so top of the array means sorry, not an array, from a stack. The top of an stack means the topmost. If you want to get the topmost element of the stack, use top operation of an stack. Size means what is the size of an array, just like this 1, 2, 3, this is size 3. Empty means if returns true if the stack is empty or not. So these are the basic operations that goes on the stack. We'll be creating a stack in a future video. I'll be writing code where we can create a stack data structure. So let's talk about types of stack. So what can be what can be the types of stack? So there are two major types of stack. There are also other types. We'll be talking about other types in future videos. One is fixed size stack, which means that basically the size will be fixed. Either you get into a compile time or a runtime, the size will be fixed. The size is a predetermined constant size allocation during its creation. So once it is created, either at runtime or compile time, the size is fixed. Another is dynamic. This dynamic basically means the size can grow or shrink as needed during the runtime. Grow or shrink in runtime. So what can we use to create a fixed size stack? So we have already saw array, how I saw like differences between array and a stack. So array is also a kind of a fixed size, so we can use array to create a fixed size stack. If we use an array, it will be stored in a contiguous memory location, just like an array, and the size of an array is determined during its creation. Like when we're creating a stack, the size will be determined at that point. The dynamic size stack A linked list is commonly used for implementation of a dynamic size stack. Each element in the stack is a node that contains both a, data and a reference to a pointer. So basically means if we have a so this is just a depiction. If we have 1, we also have a memory location, so 2. So this can be a dynamic, and it doesn't have to have a fixed size. It can grow or shrink in runtime. So we talked about the basics of an stack. We saw an example of how a stack will look. We also talked about the real-time example of a stack. We talked about the operation like pushing into an stack, popping into an stack, getting top value, getting the size, and checking if the stack is empty or not. We also talked about types of stack. So I'll be creating another video where we'll be seeing while we'll be coding using C++, creating the fixed size stack and the dynamics stack dynamic size stack using array and linked list. So stay tuned for further videos. Thank you guys very much for watching this video. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up. Comment if you have any ideas, any questions, queries, and also I'm creating this video for basically for myself, for a better understanding of a different data structure. If you are just starting the coding, you can like have a guide of what different data structure look like, and even if you are a professional coder, you can brush up your like memories in this channel. So feel free to subscribe, and thank you guys.